Hello, clever students. Hope you are doing well. Today, we will have a very easy but important grammar lesson, which is the yes or no questions in present simple. Well, to be clear, we will revise the rules of making yes or no questions in simple present tense and then make yes or no questions in present simple tense. Let me ask you first a question. What's a yes or no question? I think most of you know that it is when the answer of this question is either yes or no. Now, it's time to recall the rules. If the verb of the sentence is a verb to be, am, is, are, all you have to do is to switch or invert the subject and the verb to be. Don't forget that am is the verb to be of I. Is the verb to be of he, she, and it. And finally, are is the verb to be of they, you, we. Let's take an example. His room is neat and clean. The verb here is, and the subject is his room. Now I have to invert the subject and the verb to be. So the yes or no question will be as the following. Is his room neat and clean? The answers are either yes, it is, or no, it is not. Well, let's move on. What should I do if the verb of the sentence is an action or state verb? Do you have any idea? I think yes, you do. You must use either do or does. With he, she, it, I use does. However, with I, you, we, they, I use do. Well, let's take an example. The actress looks tired. The verb here is a state verb, and it is looks. And the subject is the actress. The subject here is singular, and we can use the pronoun she instead of the actress. That means to make it a question, I should use does. So all you have to do is to use does or to add the word does at the beginning of the sentence and change the verb to its base form and finally put a question mark at the end. So the question will be as the following. Does the actress look tired? Do you see? I removed the s from the verb looks and I used it in its base form. Well, the answer of this question is either yes, she does, or no, she doesn't. Well, would you mind giving you another example? I think you don't. Let's move on. Here we have this example. Her sisters work hard. The verb here is an action verb, and the verb here is work. The subject is her sisters. Her sisters is a plural subject. That means they work hard. So to make it a yes or no question, I should use do. And the question will be as the following. Do her sisters work hard? The answer is either yes, they do, or no, they don't. Well, now we will have 4 yes or no questions, and each one has a mistake. We, as clever students, will find the mistake and correct it. The first question is, does they like to swim? Can you please help me and find the mistake? Let's look at the structure or the order of the words. Is the order of the words correct? Yes, it's correct. Now look at the subject. The subject is they. Do we use the word does with the pronoun they? No, we don't, and it's a big mistake. Does is used with the singular pronouns. So here, the right question is, do they like to swim? Let's move to the second one. Do she speak Arabic? Oh my God. Can we use the word do with the pronoun she? No, we can't. So we have to use does. Does she speak Arabic? Let's move to the third one. Does he travels a lot? What's the mistake here? Look at the verb. It is not in its base form. So here we should say, does he travel a lot? Well, let's correct the last one. Is she sell historical books? Here, the sentence has an action verb, which is sell. Do we use is to make a yes or no question when the sentence has an action verb? Definitely no. So here we should say, does she sell historical books? Well, I hope that I've been clear and that you have understood the lesson well and you're able to solve the worksheet easily right now. Thank you and have a good day.